Okay. Hi everyone. So in this session, we are going to configure the one of the admin template with our application. So as you know, we have created one front-end application and we haven't did anything. We have just run this application, and by default, .NET has provided these Bootstrap 5 templates to us. But we wanted to use one of the admin template in order to ready-made use some UI components from it. So that way we don't have to additionally work on the UI side. So I would suggest you can download any open source template uh, and then you can configure that template with your project. Uh, I think we can go with one of the template like which I have just downloaded, this one. Okay, admin master template. So this is one of the Bootstrap 5 template. In this template, basically, there are a lot of admin components are available. So, and as it is based on the Bootstrap 5, we are familiar with the Bootstrap 5 components as well. So we can anytime enhance the UI components, whatever you want to implement, and we can customize them as per our current requirement. So I would suggest you can also use this one. You can use anything else, no problem. But I will use this for just the demonstration purpose, not any other purpose. So let me open the login page for this. So there is one login page, this one, or you can use any other login pages. There are several, 2 or 3 login pages they have provided. So you can use any login page. Okay. So if you want to use this login page, you will have to first of all configure the CSS file and JavaScript files provided by this template with your application. Then only you can start using their components. Okay, so how to configure the admin master template with your .NET Core application? We will see in this lecture. Okay, so basically, in order to use any front-end template, first of all, remove any local libraries or any third-party libraries which is by default added with your project. We will basically delete all the existing files. So you can see there is a CSS folder, JavaScript folder, lib folder, fav icon, anything. I'm just going to delete that. Okay, delete. Okay, now there is no CSS file and JavaScript files available with your project. Okay, now there is home controller as well. I'm going to delete everything. So this is completely a fresh application. Nothing is there. You can see only layout file is there, but in layout file also, I'm not going to keep anything. I'm going to remove everything, nothing else. Okay. Header, footer, render body. I only require plain HTML like this. Okay. You can see HTML, head, meta, body has a render body and this render async section. That's it. So this is empty. There is no controller, nothing else. Okay, error page is there, but in error page also I don't want to keep anything. Remove everything, then error message only. And if I go here in the error page, layout page, validation script partial, what is this? So this is JS file. Okay, no worries. Okay, you can see it is completely blank now. Error view model, in the view model. Okay, let's keep it. If you run this project now, there is no default page. Okay, default page is nothing but your home page / index page, right? But home controller itself is not available, so it will show you the 404 not found error. 404 means whatever page you are trying to find, that is not available. 404 not found. Okay. Yeah, now port number will be same, but it will show you 404 not found. Why not found? Because that page itself is not available. We have deleted that recently. Now let's create the login page. How to create the login page? Right click, add new controller. Okay, so for login we will create one account controller. So for that, just click here, MVC controller. Okay, let me do one thing. Anyways, MVC controller. and give a name that account controller.cs. Okay, you can see there is one account controller got created along with the index action method. I'm going to give the name as login, not index. Okay. Now for this login action method, I will require one view page as well, right? In order to add the HTML content. So inside the view, you can see there is no account folder. We will have to create one account folder. Inside that, we will have to create one login.cs HTML file so we can put the HTML content there. But instead of doing all this thing manually, you can also do like this: right click, add view, and here razor view, give the name that login, add. Now if you go here, account folder got created automatically. Inside that login.cshtml file got created. Here we can just write your login page related stuff. So @ viewback dot title is equal to login. Okay, like this, and give semicolon. Here I'm going to mention, like, let's say for example h2 login page. Okay, and if I go to the account controller, if you right click and click on the go to view, you will land on this page now. Okay, so this is the mapping. Now if I click on HTTPS button, so by default it will try to find home/index because that is your default routing. Okay, home/index is your default routing. But if you try to visit this page, this home/index is not available 404. But if you try to visit slash account slash login and click on the enter button, you can see login page is now available. Okay, so I wanted to make this default page. Whenever I will run my application, it should go to the login page first. So in the program.cs file, there will be a default routing. This one, default routing is default controller is home, action is index. But instead of that, you can change it to default controller is account and action is login. So this way, if you don't mention any page name in the URL, by default it will go to the login page. Now you can see if I run the project again, then it will land on the login page only. It will not look for the home/index. So that is the default routing. You can see login page. Got it? Now let's try to configure this admin master template with our application. So let's check login page of this application. This is first login page, right? So we can use this login page, no problem in that. So in order to use this login page, what are all things I'll need to configure? First of all, I will open this source code of this page into Visual Studio 2022. Okay, so this is your login page. Now, if I want to copy the UI part of this login page into my MVC application, I will require all these things. First of all, I will require HTML tag, doc type tag, right? Then this end if and all, I will just remove this noise, and I will require the title. So title can be login page. Then I will require all these plugins. Okay. So let's copy one by one. So let's copy the head section first. Where I need to copy this, I will require this to copy inside the layout page. Okay. So layout page is inside the share folder. So here I will create one more layout. Add. Why one more layout? Because for login and sign up page, we will have a different layout. And for dashboard and any other pages which we show after the login can have the different layout. So I will create one layout. That layout can be called view, razor view, and give a name that underscore login layout dot cshtml. Okay, so login layout, This is not a partial page. What is partial page? Partial page is nothing but the short component of the current page. If you want to repeat the same component into the multiple pages, we can create that as a partial and we can render that inside the page. But this is layout page, means it is the master page. So we will need login layout. Use layout page? No, because this page itself is a layout. So I don't want to use any other layout for this view. So that's why I uncheck this box, click on the add button. Okay. So name is okay. So it is saying it is not possible to have underscore inside the name, but we require that. Okay, let's do one thing. I have another option. You can just copy the existing layout, paste it again, and just rename it with login layout. So this is the shorted path. So if I open that, you can see uh, we are having head section, body section, render body, everything. Now we can copy these code line by line or block by block. I want to copy head section first. So copy this into your page. So head section, I wanted to copy till like this. This login page can be a dynamic. This name should be dynamic. So whatever dynamic, you can use view back for that. View back in the MVC to bring the data from one page to another page. Okay. So I will create one title variable which will have the dynamic page name. So same thing, if you notice, when I create the login page, I have set something. I have set something to the viewback.title, right? So whatever I will set here, that will get printed into the title tag. So that's why this variable. Now this is for my SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. Who is the author? Who is the description? What is the description and all? Now, and I will have to add the references of these many CSS files. So I will have to add the reference of the asset plugin, jQuery UI, bootstrap main.css, frontend font awesome, animate, style, responsive, theme default.cs. All these things I will have to add, which is available under the assets folder. And we haven't copied the assets folder as of now, so we'll need to do that as well. Then if I go here, there is a body part. So inside the body part, we require page loader and this container. Okay, this is container and these are the JavaScript files. So let's copy all these things first. Copy, go to the login layout. Here, render body we require. Before that, I will paste that code. Okay, and then render body. I will tell you why we require render body function, where it is actually used. I will tell you shortly. But yeah, I just copy the top bar. So this is your loader. This is your page container. What is page container? It has login background along with the color admin template and everything. So this is your login form. Okay, this is your login form. Actually, begin login. So this is your login form. And this is your begin theme panel, color theme, header styling, inverse, all these things. So theme panel, I guess it is nothing but this one. Where is that? Have you opened it? Double click on this page. This theme panel. So I think this theme panel is not required. We are not going to use all these things, right? So I'm just going to delete that. I don't want that theme panel. So this is unnecessary core for me. I'm not going to copy this in your application. So just delete that. Okay. And then we require these JavaScript references. And then we require this app.min.js along with the jQuery app init and all. Okay. So this is Google Analytics script. I don't think we require this one. So just remove that. Okay. And also this is your login page now. Okay, this is your login page. And yeah, this is your login page. Now whatever is page specific means login page, registration page, dashboard page. So whatever inside in the page container, we will move that into that respective page. Like if I remove this code from here and go to the login page, okay, here you will have to paste that login page specific. And what is the name of this page? This is your login.cshtml. Oh, okay. And here actually we are going to copy, right? So we are modifying this page only. Let me control Z everything. Okay, we are not going to change anything into this page. This is the template, and we have to copy all this code into our layout page. This is our page, right? So here we don't require this theme panel, so we will delete that. Then this login page, begin login, is page specific. If it is page specific, remove it from here, go to that respective page, and then add that code. So this code will automatically copy from here and paste inside the page container div because of this render body function. Got it? So this render body function is nothing but it will render the current page HTML content which is available into that specific page. It will copy this content from here. It will paste that inside the page container div, and then it will load whole page in the browser. So this is the beauty of using MVC architecture, where you will have the layout page and the specific page. So this code will automatically get copied here in along with the common code, and this whole page will get rendered into the browser. Okay, now there is some more thing we miss. Uh, Paste off we don't require. Okay, not paste off, but page container we have copied. We need these scripts. Copy, go here, and you can load the script under here. Okay, so that script has some unwanted code, you can delete them. And also there is one more thing, document.ready app.init. Not sure we require this one or not, but we'll take it if required, otherwise not. Okay, I think we are good. We have copied all the necessary information. Only these libraries, these files also we need to copy into our current current project. So we require this assets folder, which has all these things, and we require, yeah, assets folder only. So where is the asset folder? You can go here, find the asset folder. Okay, this folder. You can just copy this folder, go to your project here, and go inside the www root, paste that. So this folder actually having all the CSS and JavaScript related files. So we are just going to copy them into our project. Okay, you can see asset folder is now available. Okay, CSS, images, JS, plugins, everything is now available. Okay, now let's try to run our project. Close everything. Okay, go here, collapse everything, right click, rebuild. Okay, now you can run this. Once you run, by default it will go to the login page because of this line. Okay, account/login. It will by default try to open login page, and login page already has the HTML code, but you can see it has tried to load the login page, but CSS and JavaScript files not loaded. That's why designing is not properly visible. So why it is not visible, we can check the errors in the inspect and console tab. In the console tab it is saying ki okay, let me try refresh again. It will say ki too many files are there which are not loaded. Okay, what is this Chrome extension content script dom.js? This is the code where in head section there is no HTML files. Okay, it means it we haven't loaded the layout file. Okay, we have created one layout file, right? Here in the C we have created login layout, but in the login page we are using the regular layout. So we have to mention, instead of using this layout does not have anything, right? Instead of using this layout, use this layout, because this layout has the reference of too many JavaScript and CSS files. So how to start using this layout by default? How to do that? So there is a view start file. Inside the view start file, they have mentioned the layout file name, default layout file name. I wanted to make login layout as a default layout. Okay. So here in this file, you can mention login layout. If you mention that, hot reload, go here, you will see the login page. No, not this one. Here, you will see the login page loaded. Okay. It is trying to load, but for some reason there is some JavaScript errors. So if I right click, inspect, go to the console, there might be the JavaScript error. JavaScript error is mixed content loaded. Okay. So we are trying to load font over the HTTP, whereas we have loaded our application in HTTPS. So you can just change, go here in the layout page, change it to HTTPS. Also, is there anything else? No, right? Save, hot reload. Go here. Now, any error? Yeah, those error is not available now, but I think I know the problem. So problem is that if you notice, we have we haven't copied one line, right? App dot init something. So this line also we need to copy. If you go at the last, these two lines, app.init. So this will actually initialize the application login page. So we will copy that. That is template specific. It is not something from the MVC or not something from the .NET. It requires that template to call this function in order to load their JavaScript file. Now let's try to hot reload and see. Yeah, great. So this page is now loaded. Okay. So this is how we can configure the third-party login, third-party HTML template with our application. Okay, this is loaded successfully. Okay, we can now just rename this page with our login page. We can start using this UI component with our product in order to create our pages and UI components. Okay, so this is the way you can configure any open source template, HTML template with your .NET Core application. I will pause now and then we'll see how to create the login page along with the API call in the next session. Thank you.